The 2018 Farm Bill is now law, and USDA is working on implementation. RFD-TV's Sarah Mock is on the scene in D.C., where farmers and ranchers are sharing their thoughts with ag leaders.
Well, we're here at USDA's Farm Bill listening session, hearing from folks from across the country who are concerned about getting the 2018 Farm Bill up and off the ground in the coming months. We're joined here by Tim Munns. He's here to give testimony today. Tim, could you talk a little bit about kind of what you told USDA in your testimony this morning?
Yeah, I'm a farmer and rancher from northern Utah. We do a fair amount of farming, mostly cow-calf, but I was concerned on winter wheat there. They had a caveat in there: if you grazed it, you could not be insurable. I want to get that straightened out. It's normal practice in our area to graze fall wheat if we ever get rain to get it up high enough. So I got that ironed out. Then on the conservation title, I wanted to talk to them about maintenance grazing of cattle on CRP acres. It's allowed. I was instrumental in that back in the 02 Farm Bill to get grazing as an option for maintenance on CRP acres. And we've bought a lot of them farms and left them in grass, fenced them and put cattle on them. But those that are still, we'd like that option. We have a 365-day grazing season, and the growing season is about 90 days, March through June and July, depends on whether we get rain or whether we don't. But I would like to see the producer given that option to do that maintenance grazing anytime outside of the nesting season.
Absolutely. Now, you are also part of some other organizations, often do some work with NCBA. Could you talk a little bit about when you're here in Washington, is USDA do you think they are hearing what you're saying? Are you seeing kind of improvements in this Farm Bill over the last one?
Well, a lot of guys say, Tim, what the hell do you go back there for? Do you do any good? One thing's for certain: if you're not here talking, speaking with people, you damn sure is not going to do any good. Yes, I have an influence. We have an influence. NCBA, UCA. I'm here with the Grazing Lands Coalition this week, but I'm representing myself at this hearing. Yeah, they listen. I've run into probably 3 or 4 people in the halls today at USDA that I knew. I was state committee chairman of the FSA committee in Utah for 8 years. I was on a county committee for 8 years. I'm past president of Utah Cattlemen. My wife's heavily involved with NCBA. She's the chair of the Federation Division of NCBA right now. So we've been connected. We owe a portion of our time and money, I think, back to the industry we're involved. I come here on my own dollar this time and several times. And yes, they do listen, and they do recognize you after a while. They get tired of hearing it from me.
Talk to us a little bit about the 2018 season in northern Utah and maybe looking ahead to 2019. Any big changes or things you're expecting to see turn out a little different this year?
I hope so. We didn't get no rain. I went June, July, August, September on my ranch last year with .27. One storm of 1,200, one of 17. So the 4-month growing season, we got a 1/4 inch rain. We're getting a lot of snow now. We should have irrigating water. We got a ranch in Idaho too that depends on snowfall for irrigating water. We pump water in Utah. We winter them cows in Utah near the Great Salt Lake, and winter north of Lava Hot Springs, Soda Springs in Caribou County. So, and the market's going to stay steady. Yeah, we took a big hit back from the 14s and 13, whatever the hell. We had 2 good years somewhere back there in the last 40, but that was about the size. So, hoping for a better, more wet, more grass, cattle prices stabilize and do better.
And are you expecting any big changes with the new Farm Bill coming out? Do you expect any kind of changes in how you manage or how folks in your community kind of manage through things like drought or any of those challenges?
No, I don't, especially this first year. They're here on listening session on implementation of the 18 Farm Bill. This year, at this point in 19, it's going to roll out similar, if not identical to what it was in 18. We got some changes coming. They're listening to changes that we'd like to do, but basically this year, as far as Farm Bill is concerned, it's going to be basically what it was last year.
Absolutely. Well, changes are on the horizon. Folks here in Washington are speaking out and talking about what they need to see in the implementation of that 2018 Farm Bill. We'll have more updates for you from here in Washington throughout the morning, but until then, back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Sarah. We'll get another update from our D.C. News Bureau at 1 p.m. Eastern right here on your Market Day Report. Another trial kicks off involving glyphosate. This is the first of a multi-district litigation involving more